Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yinomi and I'm a crochet artist and designer, and today I'm going to be showing you the mini crochet projects that I took on in 2022. These are my own personal projects, not orders that I have taken and made for other people, but I do plan on starting like an official crochet business sometime in the future, so you guys stay tuned for that. So a little backstory is that I started crocheting in 2022 when I graduated high school, and I already know how to sew and knit a little bit, so I had interest to start, like, let me start a new hobby, crocheting. I don't know how to do that. Plus I just love DIYing in general, so this was something I definitely wanted to do. I thank myself for picking up that crochet hook in 2022 every single time. So for this video, I decided to show you what I've been up to, what I've been making since January of this year until right now. So let's jump right into the video. So I wanted to start off with showing you my big projects. I have less big projects and more smaller projects. These big projects are including like cardigans, and then my smaller projects are definitely hats. So the first cardigan I'm going to show you is this granny square one I've made. I made this earlier this year in like May. It's quite chilly in Germany still in May and all, and I made this granny square cardigan. I love it with all my heart. To be honest, it's not even personally mine anymore. My mom wears this all the time. It's hers. It's hers 100%. But I just wanted to show you, like, yeah, this is a personal project I took on. I think if I remember correctly, these are 35 granny squares put together. They can be 27, but I decided to put like a patch in the underneath down here. So there will be 35 granny squares all together. 37 granny squares, I mean, altogether, if you're trying to make this beautiful granny square cardigan. Another cardigan I've recently made and I'm so proud of is this chunky, huge chunky cardigan. As you can see, it's quite weighted, and I made it with bulky weight 5 bulky yarn using also a 10mm hook. Love it so much. And I actually made it by just making panels. I made 3 panels, this front panel, the second front panel, and the back panel, yeah. Attached them together and then made 2 extra panels for the arms, and then just added cuffing to the whole project. I think I'll be inserting like videos so that you can see how it looks like generally. And yeah, love this chunky cardigan. I'm definitely going to be making this in more colors, and I think I'm going to take this, I'm going to buy more burgundy to make it the body, and then maybe find a cream or white color to then make the ribbing of it. I think it would look nice. Moving on, those are the only 2 cardigans that I made, and then I also made a granny square dress, a patch dress. So this dress was actually inspiration from another dress that I made in 2022. I'm sure you can see. In 2022, that was my first ever crochet dress I ever made, and I was thinking, it was 2 years later, let me try to take on a dress again, and absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Mind you, all these projects I freehand all my projects. Moving on from the dress, I'm gonna show you a set. This is the only set that I worked on this year, and it's a top as well as a skirt. Yeah, it's a waffle stitch top and skirt right here. So the skirt I made, it actually took me almost 2 months to make the skirt, but it's only because I was like only assigning, let's just say, like an hour a day to the project, an hour or 2 a day. Also using treble, like the stitch that I was using treble crochet, because using double crochet, I would never have finished this like in the amount of time that I did. Because to be honest, the waffle stitch can get you frustrated to a point, but I'm glad I finished making the skirt. And then after making the skirt, I just made 2 panels. Ooh. There's definitely going to be some video and picture reference to the side to show you how it looks like, but I basically just made 2 waffle panels and then attach them so, put like a band in the bottom, and yeah, mind you, freestyle again. So this is the top that goes with it. The straps are in the top, and then you connect them to this corner as well as that corner, and then the truss straps will like end up connecting on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you understand what I mean though. So this is the only set that I made this year, which is a waffle stitch set. But then this waffle stitch set definitely inspired like a whole bunch of other projects, which I'm gonna show you when it comes to my hats. And I also have like a tutorial on how you make a waffle stitch hat on my page, so go check that out if you're interested, of course. I made this top for my mom, but it is too big and I'm yet to fix it for her. So these are just four granny square panels with some cups inside to cup the boobs. It's a top, if you cannot see properly, which you basically have to do so. These straps come from the back and you insert them from where exactly? I'm not even sure, but I think you can even like insert them from there and then you pull to make it into a top. I'm sure you can see the vision though. Oh, my mom doesn't have a video on this, so, but I'm pretty sure you can kind of understand how this top looks like. And I like it so much. It's not my personal style, but it is my mom's, and I was really happy making it for her. Nice and easy. Moving on, here is a tapestry I made early on into my crocheting. I made this tapestry in 2022, but it was not finished. And I attempted to finish it in this year, so I just added a little more to it. But all in all, it's still the same from how it was 2 years ago. So this is actually a working project that I'm just trying to show you. And I'm so proud of it too, see that? So this was my attempt at graphic crocheting. I did graphic crochet some other stuff before, but I absolutely love this. Like, look at that, it's so nice, so cute. Another work in progress that I have are these granny stitch pants that are missing a leg. I honestly ended up trying to making them like granny stitch shorts, and yeah, I just have to add the extra leg of it. I've already kind of started on it. The leg has already been started on, and I also used a tutorial from here on YouTube actually. Just look up granny stitch pants, and I'm pretty sure the first tutorial that you find is exactly the one that I used to get the base of my own. So I'm just gonna have to add on to this leg and I'm done. Probably work further and just make them into pants in general, or I don't know. But I'm also, to be honest, why I made this into a short is that I ended up being skeptical about the design. I'm not really sure if I'm feeling it still. I don't know. We'll just see. Maybe when I get bored is when it's gonna get finished. So moving on to what I love to make the most. What I've been making the most out of the year, to be honest, are my crochet hats. And I have a whole bunch of them. Let me just try to show you all of them in a stack. So here is a stack of just hats I've made this year. I've made a whole bunch of hats, no joke. So here is a stack of just hats I've made in this year alone, and there are a lot. So I definitely categorize these hats into like bucket hats, ruffle hats, and cat beanies, just beanies in general. So let me show you that right now. So I actually want to start off with my current project. I'm currently working on some houndstooth crochet hats. I love this stitch so much. Like, look how neat that looks. To be honest, I've only mainly been seeing houndstooth crochet projects that have 2 colors only. I'm a color addict. I want all color combinations on there. So I was just trying to like put some color combinations on my hats. With using this stitch, I was just really hopeful that even though I was using like more than 2 colors, I still wanted the stitch to pop out. Like you can still see that it's houndstooth. Probably not as much on this hat, but these are my current projects. And I'm also working on another hat with brown, purple, and orange. Yeah, I like working with like contrasting colors and stuff. But these are my current projects and I'm making more. One might say they're not, but I class these as my ruffle hats. So I have an African flower ruffle hat that I made earlier in the year. And then I just had like a bunch of super pretty vibrant colors and a whole lot of white when I decided to just make these samples of bucket hats. You can see like it's the same type of design, you could say, in purple, green, this pink. I wanted to kind of I actually made this pink hat for a hairstyle that I had. I'll show you the pictures of it. But yeah, I actually like making hats for my hairstyles. Every time that I switch out my hairstyles, I have to make a hat for that specific hairstyle. That's probably why I have a whole bunch of hats, more hats than I probably need, but I love wearing crochet hats so much, so they're not enough. But you can see this style of ruffle hat that I have, just cute, simple, you know, just like a pop of color. When you have the green outfit, I could just wear this, you know. Necessities. Still on the ruffle hats, I have this hat that I made for my waffle stitch set. It's the same color yarn and everything. I'll show you pictures and videos, of course, of me wearing the whole set together. But this ruffle hat was for the set. And then I have this lovely flower ruffle hat and the African flower ruffle hat. So that concludes my ruffle hats. Then moving on, I like to call these wavy brim hats. Yeah, because it's not really ruffles and it's not really a bucket hat. It's wavy brim. This I first worked on super early into the year because I wanted like a really cute hat for spring. And I feel like this, I would just like the color in general, yellow for spring. Yeah, the fur put me off a little bit for the spring, but it's super relevant, super necessary for the winter too. I love it. I'll probably like make this in gray to fit, you know, the weather and everything, but love it to death, this fur hat. And then these 2 flower bucket hats. These are actually the bucket hats that opened up my YouTube channel. I have a tutorial on these hats, and yeah, you can check it out on my page. Love them, love them, love them. I'm still yet to make more of this type, but yeah, more are definitely coming. And we are now moving on to the next category of hats, which is just like normal bucket hats I have. These are my normal bucket hats. This hat I love, love, love because it has a random shell design on it. If you want close-ups of it, you can let me know. Or like, seriously, if you want close-ups of every single project that I have here, just check out my Pinterest or my Instagram and my TikTok. Everything is posted. There's this bucket hat I love so much. I don't know, I just thought sunburst and it came out. As well as just normal bucket hats. This one I made actually as part of a set of some tops that I'm gonna show you that I've made. But yeah, I'm pretty sure like you can see that I love to make square pattern hats. I feel like they're just super fast, easy, like, you know, you can make it in no time and have your outfit upgraded within like 2 hours or so. Yeah, these are my normal bucket hats I made this year. Now moving on to some cat beanies. I actually took on cat beanies more as the year was ending, and here are my cat beanies. When I was making a tutorial on waffle stitch beanies, this is the one that I was working on, as well as a lighter shade of brown, like a beige. This beige hat I was working on simultaneously with this darker brown one. These are cat beanies, waffle stitch cat beanies, as well as these other 2 waffle stitch cat beanies. This was the first ever style cat beanie I tried, but the yarn is super stretchy, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. The spaces are too wide. My first attempt at making a cat beanie, waffle stage cat beanie. I like it, but not the yarn type, basically. And then this one, I just wanted to try out to switch out colors to just see what it looks like when it's like, you know, a multicolor waffle stitch project, multicolor waffle stitch project. And it's a cat beanie as well. Absolutely love it. Should I be wearing these hats? I can, of course, make a video trying all these hats on. You just have to let me know in the comments and I'll make a video for you, no problem. Moving on to the other cat beanies that I've been making throughout the year. This is the first ever cat beanie I tried with just like, you know, the normal standard 4 granny squares. And yeah, I also made this specifically for a hairstyle that I had. Hopefully I have a picture or video in this cat beanie. And yeah, and I recently made this one for the weather, specifically for the weather, because the yarn is doubled and like it's super thick, as well as the colors and the shades. I wanted it to go for like, you know, the winter feel that we have outside, just like the blue, gray, and white. Simple and smart. And this chunky beanie I made specifically for the chunky cardigan. Basically had a lot of extra yarn from the cardigan that I was working on, and just decided to whip up like, you know, a quick cat beanie. Yeah, I just had to freestyle it because I didn't have a whole lot of yarn, so it was supposed to be freestyled and make enough. So these are all the cat beanies I've made. In fact, all the hats that I made this year. And then I'm gonna show you the last set of projects that I worked on, and it is actually like my most recent video, my most recent tutorial. And these are some hexagon flower tops. These 3 hexagon tops, to be specific. I'm just gonna show you. They're just giant flowers with straps. Really, just giant flowers with straps. And to be honest, you could actually use this as like a tapestry or something. I can just nail it to your wall. In fact, I might as well just do that. But these are the tops that I made. Sample as a tapestry. I like it. And then here is the last top. I'm actually contemplating making these into tapestries because this is cute. This is really nice. Or you could actually put it into a frame. Why not? But this top I made as a set, like I told you, with this hat right here. And that concludes all my projects I've made in 2024. But 2024 is not even over. I'm still yet to make a bunch of other projects, and I'm still currently working on these houndstooth bucket hats, beanies I mean. I'm still working on these houndstooth beanies, and there's definitely more that I'm going to be working on until the year ends, as well as make a tutorial for the chunky cardigan or the granny square cardigan. But most likely the chunky cardigan tutorial is coming. And yeah, that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I also hope that you are inspired to take on similar, if not the same, projects. And if you do, please share, let me know, let me see. And yeah, all my projects are available on all my socials. You can check it out. And yeah, maybe you can find your next project there. Let me also know in the comment section what you think, and maybe you want me to make a tutorial for you for some of these things. And yeah, just let me know, and I will see you next video. Take care.